You squint at the menu across the table. You ask your spouse, "What does that sign say?" Headlights on the highway start to bloom into starbursts the moment the sun goes down, and you grip the steering wheel just a little tighter than you used to. And somewhere, a quiet voice in your head says, "This is just what happens when you get older." You accept it. You move on. But here's what almost nobody takes the time to explain. A large part of that blurriness, the struggle to read small text, the discomfort driving at night, waking up and needing an hour before your vision feels normal, isn't simply age catching up with you. It's something happening while you sleep. While your body rests, your eyes are supposed to be doing repair work, clearing out cellular waste, restoring the delicate cells that let you see fine detail and adjust to light. But for many people over 60, that overnight repair process is running on empty. The raw materials your eyes need simply aren't available when the work needs to happen. Today, I'm walking you through 5 everyday fruits, things you can find in almost any grocery store, and the specific way to eat them that may help support this overnight repair process. Stick around until the end, because the fruit at number 1 targets one of the most overlooked causes of cloudy vision after 60, and it's probably already sitting on your kitchen counter. Welcome to Expert Health After 60, where we cover what your doctor should be telling you, but often doesn't. Before we get into it, drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. I read every single one, and I want to know who's in this community. One important note, everything in this video is educational, not medical advice. If you're noticing any changes in your vision, blurriness, dark spots, distorted lines, or sudden changes, please see an eye care professional. Nutrition can support your eyes. It does not replace proper medical care. Now, let's start with number 5. Number 5 is pomegranate. And if you've ever struggled with dry, irritated eyes in the morning, this one is worth your attention. As we age, the surface of the eye produces less natural moisture, and circulation to the small blood vessels feeding the eye gradually slows. That combination is a major reason why so many people over 60 wake up with eyes that feel dry, gritty, or strained. Pomegranate is rich in a group of antioxidants called punicolagens, along with vitamin C. Research has linked these compounds to reduced oxidative stress in the cells lining blood vessels. And healthy blood vessels mean better circulation to the tissues of the eye, including the tear glands that keep your eyes lubricated overnight. How to use it: about half a cup of pomegranate seeds, roughly 90 minutes before bed. If fresh pomegranate feels like too much effort, unsweetened pomegranate juice, about 4 ounces, is a reasonable alternative, though whole seeds give you more fiber and a slower release of nutrients. One detail most people miss: pomegranate pairs well with a small amount of healthy fat, like a few almonds. Several of its protective compounds are better absorbed when eaten alongside fat, something we'll come back to at the end of this video. Number 4 is one you almost certainly already have at home: blueberries. But here's the part that surprises people. Many of us eat blueberries in a way that quietly cancels out a good portion of their benefit. Blueberries target oxidative damage in your photoreceptors, the specialized cells in your retina responsible for fine detail and adjusting to changing light. Years of light exposure slowly wear down your body's natural defenses against this kind of damage, and the result is often subtle: squinting at text, struggling in dim restaurants, or noticing your eyes take longer to adjust when you walk from a bright room into a dark one. The key compounds in blueberries are anthocyanins, the pigments that give them their deep color. Research suggests these compounds may help support blood flow to the retina and reduce the kind of low-grade inflammation that builds up in eye tissue over time. Here's the detail that matters: smaller, darker blueberries, the wild or frozen varieties, tend to carry a higher concentration of these compounds than the large, glossy berries sold fresh in most supermarkets. And frozen is just as effective as fresh, sometimes more so. How to use them: about 1/3 of a cup, 45 minutes before bed. And here's a pro tip: don't eat them with milk or yogurt. The proteins in dairy can bind to anthocyanins and interfere with absorption. Instead, let frozen blueberries thaw slightly before eating. This softens the cell walls and may make the antioxidants easier for your body to use. Number 3 is papaya. And this one targets something most people have never even heard of: glycation. Glycation is a process where excess sugar in your bloodstream binds to proteins in your body's tissues, including the proteins in your eye's lens. Over years, this contributes to the lens gradually becoming less clear, one of the quiet, underlying processes behind early cataracts. Papaya contains an enzyme called papain, along with a strong combination of vitamins A, C, and E. This combination has been studied for its role in supporting tear film stability, meaning your eyes stay properly lubricated, and in helping the body manage oxidative stress inside eye tissue. How to use it: about 1 cup of ripe papaya cubes, an hour before bed. 2 details matter here. First, let it sit at room temperature for 30 to 60 minutes before eating. Papaya works best at room temperature, and refrigeration slows its activity. Second, as with blueberries, avoid pairing it with dairy for the same absorption reason. Pro tip: a squeeze of fresh lime juice over your papaya isn't just for flavor. The vitamin C in lime may help your body absorb the vitamin A in papaya more efficiently, and it tastes considerably better too. Number 2 is one most people only think of as a refreshing summer snack: watermelon. But if you've ever wondered why your vision takes a while to feel normal after waking up, this one is relevant. As we age, the eyes lose hydration more quickly, and circulation to the retina gradually slows. That combination is a meaningful contributor to that frustrating morning blurriness, the kind that sometimes takes an hour or more to clear. Watermelon is over 90% water, so the hydration benefit is obvious. But there's more to it. Watermelon is one of the richest dietary sources of lycopene, a carotenoid antioxidant that research has associated with reduced oxidative stress in retinal cells. How to use it: 1 to 2 cups of chilled, seedless watermelon, about 30 minutes before bed. One important note: skip adding salt. Excess sodium has been linked to increased pressure inside the eye, which eye health organizations identify as a significant long-term risk factor for vision loss. Pro tip: don't throw away the white part of the rind. It contains an amino acid called citrulline, which supports healthy blood vessel function. You can blend it into a smoothie if you're feeling adventurous. And finally, number 1, the fruit that tops this list, and the one I most want you to remember: it's kiwi. Small, a little fuzzy, easy to walk right past in the produce aisle. Here's why it earns the top spot. Kiwi is one of the richest common sources of 2 specific nutrients your retina depends on heavily: lutein and zeaxanthin. Think of them as internal sunglasses. They sit inside the layers of your retina, filtering harmful light and providing antioxidant protection during the hours your eyes are doing their repair work. On top of that, kiwi contains more vitamin C than an equivalent amount of orange. Vitamin C plays a direct role in protecting the small blood vessels that feed the retina and works alongside vitamin E, which kiwi also contains, to support the lens of the eye against the slow buildup of oxidative damage over time. How to use it: 1 to 2 kiwis about an hour before bed. If you can tolerate the texture, eat close to the skin without peeling all the way. That's where a concentrated layer of additional antioxidants sits. Golden kiwi varieties tend to be gentler on the stomach for nighttime eating if green kiwi feels too acidic. One important note: kiwi has mild natural blood-thinning properties. This isn't a concern for most people, but if you're on blood-thinning medication, it's worth mentioning to your doctor. Simply so they have the full picture. Before we wrap up, 3 things that can make the difference between these fruits actually working for you or not. Rule 1: don't eat these fruits right after dairy. Calcium can interfere with how your body absorbs lutein and zeaxanthin. Leave at least 90 minutes between dairy and your evening fruit. Rule 2: pair with a small amount of healthy fat. Many of these nutrients are fat-soluble, meaning your body needs fat present to absorb them properly. A few walnuts, a slice of avocado, or even a teaspoon of flaxseed alongside your fruit can meaningfully improve how much your body actually uses. Rule 3. Timing matters more than quantity. Aim for 30 to 90 minutes before bed, depending on the fruit. Too early, and the nutrients may be cleared from your system before your body's repair window begins. Too late, and active digestion can interfere with the deep sleep your eyes need to do their work. Imagine reading without squinting, driving at night without that tight grip on the wheel, waking up and seeing clearly within minutes, not an hour. That's what this is really about. Not just clearer vision, your independence, your confidence, the small everyday moments with the people you love. Tell me in the comments, which of these 5 fruits are you adding to your evening routine tonight? I'll be reading every response. If this was helpful, share it with someone over 60 who's been struggling with their eyes lately. And subscribe, because next week we're covering the morning habit that may be quietly straining your eyes without you even realizing it.